And a beautiful good morning to everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and our all-day coverage of, wow, that is high. I am peaking. All right, let's try that again. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and our continuing coverage of youth and high school sports. Caleb Brown here, all day with you here for Port Orange and Suntree Viera Youth Football. Pop Warner Day here on the Brevard Sports Network, and we're getting ready to go. Teams are getting their final words. Here comes the Port Orange Hawks. It's the Battle of the Hawks here today between Suntree Viera and Port Orange. Both are the Hawks. And right here all day on the Brevard Sports Network, I'd like to thank our first sponsor, Stacy Ann Zeller, Space Coast Realtors with the Brevard team Compass. Space Coast Realtor with the Brevard team at Compass, buying, selling, renting, and relocating. Give her a call today at 321-785-7653 or email Stacy Ann at sold@stacyannzeller.com to see what Stacy Ann has for sale. Check her out on Facebook at Stacy Ann Zeller Realtor. So here we go. Looks like Suntree Viera will get the ball started for 6U. In case you're unfamiliar with the rules of 6U, it's I believe, 15 or 20-minute running half. It's just two halves. The clock is continuously running. As we'll see this Port Orange defense and here we go. We got everything for everybody. We're ready. Let's go. As the Hawks come out on offense. One of the stars to watch here for 6U Suntree Viera, as we saw, is Dominic Barbado. Barbado has the ability to carry that football and do some extraordinary things here. And here we go, folks. Osiris Parquette under center. Parquette hands off, bounces off a tackle, but wrapped right back up there by number 22, Cash Zamansky. And Zamansky with a hit in the backfield. There really is not much of a loss. So it just remains 2nd and 10 for Suntree Viera. Okay, so it's 4 8 running quarters. Line up in the I formation. Osiris Parquette is the one under center. Parquette is going to take off the opposite direction. He's going to call his own number. Dishes out a stiff arm, being brought down, but not before picking up a Suntree Viera Hawk. First down. Osiris Parquette. He's another name I was literally getting to mention right before the broadcast got started. He's not afraid to take it under himself, call his own number, and he picks up first down yardage. First and 10 from the 36-yard line. Again, shrunken field for 6U. And there's a run right up the middle. Wow. And that is Osiris Parquette again. In 2 runs, he's picked up 18 yards. One going outside. That time he got right behind his offensive line and just took it straight up the gut. And here we go. Another bunch formation. Parquet is under center with a split back formation. Parquet going to call his number right up the gut. Osiris Parquet in for the first home score touchdown. Suntree Viera. Osiris Parquet said, "Coach, put the team on my back and I'll take us to the promised land." What a great opening drive there for Suntree Viera. I mean, it was just right up the middle. The offensive line created the hole. And listen, you just need to give Parquet just a smidge of a hole before he hits that gap into the end zone. Making sure my sound was okay. As always, folks, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, as the Hawks go for the point after touchdown. He's going to hand off. And great job there. Number 1 on the tackle, Dwayne Pelham. And Pelham is the first Port Orange Hawk to get in there, make contact, and wait for the rest of his team to come clean that up. But the important thing is Suntree Viera gets on the board first and puts 6 on the board. How will Port Orange respond? Well, folks, don't go anywhere because we have all the action right here. Now, for folks watching at home, round about 9, 10 o'clock tonight, we will take these games down. So up until about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, you can grab all the highlights you want. You can grab whatever you want to use. Just at about 10, 11 o'clock, we will take them down off of our Facebook page as per the agreement with Suntree Viera. And here comes the Port Orange Hawks now. That is a tall 6-year-old they have there at quarterback. I believe that's number 3. Under center, split backs. And number 3 was set to take it, but there was some motion and the refs waited to blow the whistle. I believe it's going to be offsides on the Hawks, on Suntree Viera. Because I saw that D-line move first, and it will be. It's now going to be 1st and 5 from the 40-yard line, midfield. Number 3 is the quarterback. Kyrie Wells is the quarterback. He was set to get outside, and he looks like he's got some speed. Wells under center, fakes the handoff. He's trying to get it outside. There's a shake, but great job by that Hawks defense stringing that one out and forcing him, or not allowing him to turn the corner. And the Hawks will keep it 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. Just under 2.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Wells. This time he's going to give to number 12, who will be brought down by number 7, Dominic Barbado. Check that. Dominic Dominic Barbado. Ball carrier there was number 13, Connor Tyson. And it will be 3rd and 10. And the offensive line just got pushed around there. That one was to number 13, Christian Miller. Sorry, the Port Orange team mom had to write the roster down for me so that way I could have a copy of it. And she doesn't have bad handwriting. It's just sometimes it's harder to read handwriting over printed text. That's all. But I appreciate the team mom for stepping up and getting me a roster. Number 3 on the pass. He doesn't have that bad. He doesn't have, he'll develop that as Wells. Turnover on downs, though, and there's 31 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Suntree Viera will come back onto the field.
Now, public service announcement. For Suntree Viera Regional Park, we are not unfortunately allowed to stand at the fence. Sorry, we have to be off the sidewalk, so please refrain from leaning on the fence.
So what started out as a promising drive for Port Orange results in a 1st and goal. And it's now going to be 1st and 10. Let's see where they have this ball marked. Everyone's standing in front of the ball. And that will be the final play of the 1st quarter with your score. Suntree Viera 6, Port Orange 0. We'd like to thank our sponsors, our partners for partnering up with us. Stacy Ann Zeller, Space Coast Realtor with the Brevard team at Compass. Buying, selling, renting, and relocating? Call today at 321-785-7653 or email Stacy Ann at sold@stacyannzeller.com to see what Stacy Ann has for sale. Check her out on Facebook at Stacy Ann Zeller Realtor. Information is at the bottom of your screen. And we'd also like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics. And you will hear about both sponsors all day long right here on the Brevard Sports Network. So here we go.
It's going to be 1st down. Suntree Viera HAWKS at about the 42-yard line.
Suntree Viera HAWKS, and there is number 23, Osiris Parquette, I formation. And checking into the game is Jax Miller for Port Orange. Parquette goes to hand to both backs. And both backs, it looks like there was a confusion on who was supposed to hand the ball off to. Thought first it was Kevin Abbey. And it's 2nd and 10 for the Suntree Viera HAWKS. Back up in the I formation, Parquette, listening to his coach. Getting final instructions. Parquet under center. Parquet's going to take it himself. He's going to cut upfield. He's got room to run. Osiris Parquet taken down at about the 10-yard line. Osiris Parquet putting his stamp on this one. Little under 6 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. I will correct that scoreboard in just a moment. When whichever happens, either the touchdown or if Port Orange can get the stop. So here we go now. Parquet. In the backfield is Kevin Abbey. And he won't even give it. It's going to be an end around there to number 39. Breaks the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, touchdown. Suntree Viera. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Number 39, and I don't have it. I believe it's actually number 99, Max DeGraff. Timeout called. Referee stoppage. With 4:30 left to go here in quarter number 2. Osiris Parquet with 2 touchdowns on the day. Or with 1 touchdown and Max DeGraff with the other. And this one's Kevin Abbey. Kevin Abbey will take it in for the extra point. And Kevin Abbey puts it in for the point after, so it's now 13-0 here in the first quarter. Or second quarter. And now we'll see what Port Orange has on drive number 2. So Port Orange attempted a pass play, and I think the ball just might have gotten batted. Wells looks like he can throw the football. So Suntree Viera has to be aware of that. Oh. So, yeah. Apparently, I missed a penalty, so the point after is no good. So let me readjust the scoreboard. So it's 12-0 Suntree Viera. I guess I missed the penalty there. That touchdown is brought to you by Stacey Ann Zeller. Buying, selling, renting, and relocating. Find out how Stacey Ann Zeller can help you. Information at the bottom of your screen. She is sponsoring along with Total Spine and Orthopedics. Both of them stepped up to bring you every Suntree Viera Hawks home game. Every home game for the Suntree Viera Hawks will be broadcast right here on the Brevard Sports Network. What a night of high school football we had last night. The Cocoa Tigers beat the Venice Fighting Indians 31-21 in what was a coming out game for young sophomore quarterback Brady Hart. Excellent job last night, him and Boggs. Boggs had just an absolute amazing game. Made a five-star cornerback that's committed to Florida State put him on skates. But here we go, Port Orange with Wells in at quarterback. And I think it's going to be a false start on Port Orange. Wells gets outside. Wells down the sideline, hurdles a defender, and brought down. And Port Orange was able to get away with one. The offensive lineman moved. Ref did not call it. For what it is, that is a Port Orange Hawks first down. There we go. I think I got rid of my buzzing. Like I said, everyone let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, special player you want to give a shout out to. All that. 2:45 left to go here in quarter number 2. And this one's going to be number 12. Number 12 puts the ball on the ground. And he recovers his fumble. That was Connor Tyson. And that'll bring up second down and 10. Didn't lose. Okay, wait a minute. Did I miss a first down play? Why does the 6 say third down? This should be second down because they got the first down, and then that was the first play after getting that first down that they ran. And there's going to be number 12, Tyson, to the outside. Tyson with blockers. And a shoelace tackle made by the Suntree Viera Hawks. Wow. That was some kind of penalty. So now instead of so instead of 2nd and 10 now it's 2nd and 20. I didn't even see what the penalty was, but 10-yard penalty. And it's going to be Tyson. Tyson cuts it upfield. Tyson has room to run. One man to beat. Connor Tyson to the end zone. Touchdown, Port Orange. A 45-yard touchdown run for Connor Tyson. And Port Orange gets on the board with 1:02 left to go here in quarter number 2. Point after. Wells looking to try to go an end around, and nobody's there. Number 99, Max DeGraff in on the tackle, along with number 21, Hezekiah McDonald. And the Suntree Viera Hawks lead is now cut to 6. Touchdown brought to you by Total Spine and Orthopedics. So Port Orange shows life. What could that mean for the second half? 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. Now, if you're Suntree Viera, do you take a knee or do you try to get a playoff? So it will be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. And we're waiting on something here. And checking into the game is number 10, Raymer Williams.
Just to be courteous to those who are watching the game behind us. Shane.
I formation. Parquet runs into his own defenders. And Parquet finds room. One man to beat. And Osiris Parquet with a 45-yard touchdown. Oh, so they're calling him down at the 25-yard line, so that's not a touchdown. 35 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Osiris Parquet putting the Suntree Viera Hawks on his back. Trying to look for his second touchdown of the day. He scored the first one. The second one was scored by Max DeGraff. Again, I formation. And what a play made by number 12, Connor Tyson. Gets the stop. Timeout called. 29 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Second and 13 for the Hawks.
Just a reminder, we unfortunately can't have fans and parents on the field. If you are a badge personnel, coach, those are the only folks we're allowed on the field today.
So here we go. Bunched up split back formation. Parquette trying to get outside, and Port Orange not allowing that to happen. That defense comes in and gets that one cleaned up by number 18, Brantley Varner. And initial contact made by Cash Szymanski. And Port Orange defense has found some life. Port Orange has been woken up. They scored their touchdown on the previous drive, and now defensively they're being awesome. But that will be the final play of the first half. Folks, we will be right back. We are going to take a halftime break. And when we come back, second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, welcome back. Second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network, and halftime has now come to an end. They're setting up for, let me go ahead and do. Listen, folks, it's still early in the morning. Last night I was up covering high school football, so it usually takes me one game to wake up a little bit and get everything correct on the scoreboard on time and whatnot, but I promise you, these kids. Give me to thank our sponsor, Stacy Ann Zeller, Space Coast Realtor with the Brevard team at Compass. Buying, selling, renting, and relocating. Call today at 321-785-7653 or email Stacy Ann at sold@stacyannzeller.com. To see what Stacy Ann has for sale, check her out on Facebook at Stacy Ann Zeller Realtor. Information is at the bottom of your screen. Also like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics, and we will tell you more about them throughout the day. Ball being put at the 35-yard line, and it should be Port Orange taking offense first. So that last set of drives for Port Orange was very important. They scored on their last offensive possession. Then their defense comes up and makes a huge stop to end the first half. Now they're getting the ball back. They could tie this swing up, and I'll say this, momentum's on their side right now. Viera had 2 straight drives where they scored. One was a 40-plus yard run for, where's his name now? Oh, Cyrus Parquette. And the other one was an end-around 5-yard for Max DeGraff. Then, an amazing play by Connor Tyson. An amazing touchdown run by him. Puts Port Orange on the board. And then defensively, Port Orange seems to have woke up. So we're going to be in for an interesting second half. Folks, I hope you got your breakfast. I hope you got your coffee. Whatever you use to wake up first thing in the morning, I hope you got it. Said it. You got BSN on the big screen. College football doesn't start for another 4 or 5 hours. Plus, let's be real. These are the games you want to watch. We're going to be here all day long from 6U all the way to 14U conclusion. We are going to be right here, not going anywhere later on. I'll have Chase Alexander joining me. As I didn't realize Suntree Viera brought Bruce Buffer in for a couple of announcements today. I kid. Got to have some fun here, folks. Jump on in the fun on the broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Brevard Sports Network has you covered. All right. Right now, Wells hands off to Tyson, and he will be brought down in the backfield. Great solo open field tackle by number 7, Dominic Barbado. That was Nazir McDonald on the carry. And that Hawks defense has seemed to found a rhythm. They hit Wells in the backfield. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 15. For Port Orange. And I tell. I think it's Wells. Wells has the football. Wells trying to make something happen. Makes a man miss. Trying to cut back, dragging a defender. But unfortunately, can't escape the grasp of number 5, Bryson Wright, who was hanging on for dear life like a pit bull, just would not let go. And that'll bring up 4th and long for Port Orange. So here it goes. To the outside, and here comes Wells. Wells looking to make a play, and that's going to be ruled a fumble. Ball is dead. But Osiris Parquette on the tackle. First down, Suntree Viera after the turnover on downs. That was a beautiful play though by Wells. Getting to the outside, was able to turn the corner, and Rowan Goff was in on that tackle as well. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, starting out here at midfield. 5:30 left to go here in quarter number 3. On this beautiful Florida morning. Is it muggy? Yes. Is there a breeze that kind of keeps it cool? Absolutely, and we are thankful for that. Listen, I don't want it to rain, but if the clouds could hit this sun all day today, that would be fantastic. But please no rain. I'm not looking to get this equipment ruined, and we have a long year of high school and youth sports coming up. And I'm so happy to be broadcasting youth football again. So here comes Suntree Viera. I've been broadcasting Suntree Viera for the last 3 years, and over the years made some friends with both Suntree and opposing teams' parents, and it's quite rewarding. I promise I can talk. Looks like we have a different man under center now. Yes, we do. This number 13, who takes it, and he'll have himself a Suntree Viera first down. Nazir McDonald makes the play. And it's 1st and 10 now from the 29-yard line. And Osiris Parquette back in under center. I formation. Parquette hands the ball off to number 11. Number 11 to the outside. Makes one man miss and finally brought down Kevin Abbey. I believe that was number 28, Riley Simcox, in on the tackle. Check that. That was number 22. Number 22, Cash Samansky. But there's a penalty on Suntree Viera, which will negate that awesome run.
That's going to back him up. Just recalling at the 35-yard line, it's going to be first down and 15 for Suntree Viera.
It's now going to be first and 15 for Suntree Viera on the 35 on their own 35. Nope, it's still Port Orange 35-yard line. Plus territory. Parquette looks back. That is a deep I formation. Running back's like, hey, look, give me some space to work here. And there's the handoff. And it's going to be Nazir McDonald. McDonald breaks the tackle. Shakes a man out of his shoes, but steps out of bounds. It should be near the original line of scrimmage. And it's now going to be 2nd and 10 from the original line of scrimmage at the 28-yard line. So, hey, you got the 5 yards back. Parquette under center. Parquette's going to take it on his own. False start on the offense. That's going to back him up another 5 yards. So it seems like they take 1 step forward and 5 steps back. And it'll bring up 2nd and 13 now for the Hawks of Suntree Viera. 2:55 left to go here in quarter number 3. Under center, Osiris. Going to call his own number, cuts it up, and he will run into a host of Hawks. 3rd and 7. And number 3, Wells, was in on the tackle along with number 1, Dwayne Pelham. Also number 12, Connor Tyson, checking out of the game. Brantley Varner getting himself loose, ready to get in on this next play. Third and 8, I formation. Just under 2.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. And that's going to be a false start. And that's those are ones that drive coaches crazy, because they tell us, again, this is 6 years old. They're still learning the game. Tell them you got to be patient. Once that ball snapped, then you go hit somebody. And there's Nazir McDonald. And 2 players running into each other. And that'll bring up 4th down for Suntree Viera. Yeah, that just looked like a bad play from the jump. Two players just ran into each other, and
Bradley, find the ball. Stop dancing. Watch that ball.
Osiris Parquet receives his last-minute instruction. Deep I formation. It's 4th and extremely long. Parquet's going to take it himself. Parquet cuts it upfield. He's got some room. Osiris Parquet down the sideline. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Osiris Parquet said, "Coach, put the team on my back. I'll take it all the way." It was 4th and long. And he said, "We don't need a 1st down, Coach. We need points." And it's 18-6 with 36 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3.
Suntree Viera will set up for the extra point.
And once again on the extra point, we got whistles that'll probably be, if I had to take a guess, it's going to be a false start on Suntree Viera. Nope. .29 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Osiris Parquet with his 2nd touchdown of the day. His 2nd long distance touchdown. That one over 40 yards as well. And wow, look at that shooting through the line. Was that number 12? Connor Tyson shooting straight up the A-gap and saying, "I'm putting an end to this one." But Suntree Viera puts a touchdown on the board. It's 18-6. And again, that touchdown is brought to you by Stacy Ann Zeller, Space Coast Realtor with the Brevard team at Compass. Buying, selling, renting, and relocating. Call today at 321-785-7653 or email Stacy Ann at sold@stacyannzeller.com. To see what Stacy Ann has for sale, check out her Facebook at Stacy Ann Zeller Realtor. Information is at the bottom of your screen. And we have a comment. Dominic Barbados fan. Love Mimi and Grandpa. Glad you guys could tune in and see Dominic play. So, Port Orange, how do they respond? They had some momentum at the end of the first half. Telling him to wind the clock. As Suntree Viera is getting players in, and Port Orange starts with great field position on the Suntree Viera 35-yard line. And a play made there by Nazir McDonald as he takes down Christian Miller. That will be the final play of quarter number 3 with your score. Suntree Viera 18, Port Orange 6. We'll be right back with the fourth and final quarter of regulation right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we are back here again. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Total Spine and Orthopedics and Stacy Ann Zeller. Thank you for stepping up and sponsoring the Brevard Sports Network so we can bring everyone at home Pop Warner football. So here comes Port Orange. Wells hands off to, there's number 13. He's down the sideline. One man to beat. He could go. Touchdown, Port Orange. Connor Tyson. And Tyson with his second touchdown on the day. Watching from Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania. Wells takes the snap. Wells cuts it up inside, cuts it across the field, and he's in. He gets the point after, so it's 18-13 for Port Orange. Now that point after could come back to really help Port Orange. Suntree Viera has not completed a point after touchdown, so if Port Orange can get another score, it becomes really interesting. So Suntree Viera will take it 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 7:44 left to go in the game. Does Port Orange have enough time to get another stop and put another score on the board? The last time Port Orange scored, they completely shifted momentum. Can they channel that again here nearing the end of the 4th and string together a defensive stop and then an offensive touchdown? And there's going to be a flag, and I think that's going to be a false start. Check that. It's going to be a okay. So I think what he meant to say was a offsides penalty. Offsides, that'll give Port Orange a free 5 yards. Oh, no, wait. Hi, that's right. Viera's on offense. So false start penalty. And that'll back Viera up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Well, they went to break the huddle, and then everyone's like, wait a minute. What was the play again? Here we go. Suntree Viera. Parquet under center. Check it, it's not Parquet, that's number 44. Number 44 escapes a tackle. Cuts it upfield. He's got room to run. And a touchdown saving tackle. And a turnover. Now wait, the referees are saying he was down by contact. But a touchdown saving tackle. And that's a Suntree Viera Hawks first down. There is no turnovers in 6U. No, once the ball touches the ground, the play is considered dead. That's only for 6U. And that D-line for Port Orange. In on that one was five-yard penalty. So it's 1st and 5 at the 15-yard line. It was Bryson Holland on that large carry for Viera, number 44. And Holland back in under center at quarterback. Holland with the handoff to Parquet. Parquet gets a stiff arm and then finally brought down after picking up maybe a yard and a half on the play. Oh. Not gonna lie, you scared me. I didn't see you coming up out of the corner of my eye. Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there. Blake Menard getting a spot little feature in the Viera voice, along with SBYFL. All right, so .525 left to go in the game. Port Orange needs a stop here. Second and 5. Parquette's going to take it himself. Parquette around the right side, and he'll gain another couple of yards. Picking up a Suntree Viera first down, first and goal, Suntree Viera. And Parquette gets up a little gingerly. So we could have any number of people take that quarterback position. Bryson Holland has played back there. Nazir McDonald has also taken some snaps at quarterback. First and goal from about the 8-yard line. And that's going to be a false start on Suntree Viera. That's going to back him up 5. That's a big momentum killer. You're in the red zone and you back yourself up 5 yards. Holdings and false starts are the biggest drive killers when it comes to any level of football in the red zone. So here we go. Now it's going to be McDonald. McDonald gets behind his blockers. McDonald fighting his way forward and finally brought down by a host of Hawks, by a host of Port Orange Hawks. Number 22, the first one on there to make contact, Cash Szymanski. As well as number 23, Sir Marcus Fluellen. And there's 3:50 left. If I'm Suntree Viera, I'm trying to milk this clock as much as I can. And coach is pointing at the scoreboard, letting his team know, look, guys, we need a turnover right now. Checking in at running back number 20, Roman D'Amico. He is the up back. There's a snap. And that's going to be DeGraff. Touchdown. Suntree Viera. Max DeGraff with his second touchdown of the day. With 3:02 left to go in the game. And I think that one just put the game on ice. Parquette hands the ball off, cuts up field, and he will be brought down before No, he won't. He crosses the line. Max DeGraff with the point after. With 3:02 left to go in the game. Your score, Suntree Viera 25, Port Orange 13. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Total Spine and Orthopedics, Stacy Ann Zeller. And again, you'll be hearing about those two all day here on the Brevard Sports Network. .240 and counting left to go in the game. Port Orange. There's number 5, stiff arm, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Trying to drag defenders, but unfortunately it's just too much. That was Amir Lee on the carry. And there's the handoff there to number 13. And that's going to be a loss of yards. Christian Miller on the carry, as well as a bunch of laundry jumps on the field. Holding on Port Orange. And it will repeat, second down. Again, coming up after this broadcast, there's a minute 28 left. After this broadcast, we're going to shut this stream down and get set for 8U action. Reset the scoreboard and get everything ready for 8U. And that defensive line gets a nice jump. That is Nazir McDonald, who was tracking that ball as soon as it moved. And again, Stacy Ann Zeller and Total Spine and Orthopedics. Drops back to pass, fires, and incomplete. Fourth down for Port Orange. So here comes Port Orange. What could be their final play of the game. And there's the handoff to Miller, and Miller will be brought down, and that should be the final play of the game. Nazir McDonald. Wait. So there's a timeout called. I didn't see who called the timeout. And the refs said, forget the timeout. We're just going to run these couple seconds off, and that's the game, folks. Your final score on the Stacy Ann Zeller red scoreboard. It is Suntree Viera 25, Port Orange 13. We'll be back for 8U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network in relatively about 10-15 minutes.